Hello, humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate you subscribing, hitting that like button, and all that other good stuff. Once again, it's Monday morning, and, wherever you may be at work, in your car, what have you, I hope that, the next few moments are entertaining for you. And I'm going to talk about something that came up recently as far as a comment in one of the videos. And that is the necessity for these companies to keep us online. Now, I pray that you forgive me here because I've been writing a few things down and I would like to read them off. And, whenever you're reading stuff, you come out as robotic. So hopefully I'm able to do it in a semi-decent manner that won't put everybody to sleep, right? But I think that the subject is important enough, right, that I could deliver these lines to you, in a semi-cohesive manner, right? And the title is of this particular set of thoughts, right? This little essay that I put in my mind is Navigating the Online Horizon, Monetization, Connectivity, and You, right? And let me tell you, a lot of people have noticed that these companies more and more want to keep you online. Why? Why is that? Why do you always need to be online? Well, if you haven't figured it out, the product is you. Now, the product is not only the video games, but you yourself are the product. In the ever-expanding universe of gaming, connectivity has become the lifeblood of our digital landscape. In our adventures, for the most part, right? With the rise of online gaming, the topic of constant connectivity always arises because of monetization strategies employed by the larger game companies, of course. These have become significant talking points among a lot of players. Let's dive deeply into why these consoles always online want to be always online, and the ways in which your information is used for profit. Because that's the gist of it, right? They want to make money off of you. So let's shed a little bit of light in this intricate story, right? This wicked web that they're weaving here. Why always online, right? In an era dominated by multiplayer games and experiences in real-time interactions, the concept of always online has emerged as a crucial aspect of modern gaming. It enables seamless multiplayer gameplay, real updates, access to a plethora of online features. Games thrive on the vibrant communities, right? They create in this constant connectivity ensures that the players can engage with their favorite titles and favorite players, favorite friends, anytime, anywhere. But the monetization landscape that we're looking at, right? Monetization in gaming has taken various forms. From expansion packs, we have DLCs, microtransactions, of course. They always hated microtransactions that nobody ever does, right? But are raising millions of dollars, right? These strategies have been implemented throughout the gaming industry and very successfully, right? Even though people complain all the time, they are very successful, right? And what they're trying to do, they want to strike a delicate balance between making money off of you, generating revenue, and still preserving something that is close to a gaming experience without getting too intrusive. But let's face it here, guys. Your information is the currency of the digital age, right? That's why I titled this video that. Your information, what you do, right? The whole of you, your online presence, that is the currency. That's what they're after. In the age of data-driven decision-making, player information has become a valuable asset for these gaming companies. They want to study your gaming habits, your preferences, your interactions with the game, your digital footprint anywhere. That's why when you install whatever games on your cell phone. They want all that information, right? That's the currency right there. That's what they're after. Game companies, with your consent, because nobody ever reads the agreements, right? Utilize the data to tailor in-game experience, recommend relevant content for you maybe in the future, and give you enhanced gameplay features, which is great, right? This is like personalization to enhance your gaming experience. But you have to be very aware of the trade-off. Your data is used to optimize profits. That's what it's for. Through targeted advertising and marketing strategies, they look for everything that you do. They sell your information to anyone they can. So they in turn can market to you directly on the things that you may want. The player's role, right? What is our role? What are we supposed to do? Well, we have to be informed and we have to make informed choices. As consumers, we have to be informed about how our data is used and who it's shared with. That is really paramount. Gaming companies increasingly have to become more transparent because of legislation, right? And these transparencies in this legislation really should be used in a way to empower the customer or the consumer, meaning you. You have to make the choices. But, with those sweet dopamine hits, nobody cares. Nobody reads the agreements. If you want to play the game, you're gonna sign whatever and just say yes, no matter what safeguards they put in there. Gaming companies know this, right? It could be as easy as offering you an extra skin if you agree to the agreement, and a lot of people do it. Now, should we be embracing this future? The gaming landscape really continues to evolve, right? It's driven by innovations, by technology, and player expectations are changing. Clearly, a Gen X gamer like myself has different game expectations than somebody of a younger generation, right? I don't particularly care to have my information shared, sold, or anything else, and I don't really care to be online 24/7 because I don't play those kind of games, right? I'm not playing Minecraft or Roblox on my own. I only do it to play with my kiddos. But their information is on there, right? Like their preferences on there. And that's the only way they experience games. I mean, if it was up to me, we'd be playing Mario on the Super NES. But in order to engage with my kids, I have to play those games the way they play them. And this interconnected synergy that they have, right, between players and game companies, the technology is driving the force behind them with the evolution of gaming. By understanding the necessity for constant connectivity, being aware of the monetization strategies, marketing, and all that stuff, you can make informed choices. You can contribute to whatever game you're making. And some games, their scheme of marketing might be, hey, we don't sell your information. And maybe that's where you want to go. But companies are not into not making money. They want to sell your information. They want to. Now, guys, take in mind what I'm telling you here is just opinion. Don't ever take my opinions as like I'm acting as a reporter or anything else. Right? These are just opinions. It could be a work of fiction. It's merely for your entertainment, but more than anything, it's just to get you thinking about these things. Not so much for yourselves, because most of the audience that listens to me are well over their 30s, right? But your kids, your kids, my grandkids, I'm always looking at this stuff, right? With my young daughter, my daughter is just born this year. What kind of games is she going to play? What is she going to have to sign in order to play a video game? It's just nuts. It is nuts that we ourselves, right? We ourselves are the currency. Never in our wildest dreams, when I first put a cartridge into my Atari when I was playing Pitfall, or when I was playing Donkey Kong on my ColecoVision, or in any other consoles, did I ever think this was going to be it. Nor when we started first playing online games with our Xbox or doing LAN parties or anything like this. We never thought this would be here. But here it is, right? Your information is the currency, and it's always under constant threat. There's hacks, there's this, there's the other. And man, it is getting kind of weird out there. Let me just say, I don't know that I like where this is going. I like my privacy. I don't like the fact that these companies use us as currency between each other, because that's really what they're doing. And I don't know how much gaming I will allow my daughter, for example, my newborn, to play in the future that has any kind of online presence until she's ready, and given the amount of access you have to give to these companies, that might not be until she's 18. She can buy her own video games and put her own information online. But I think as a parent, for me, it is my responsibility to keep her away from that. It is my responsibility to let, my kids know what these kids are getting into, and I have to lock down all the Roblox and Minecraft, all that stuff, right? It's not like when we were playing. When I was playing, I could let my kids play Mario. I didn't have to worry about anything, right? I didn't have to worry about anything. I just hand them the cartridge and that's it. You can't do that with Roblox. I have to disable chat. I have to disable what types of games they can play. You know what I'm saying? We really have to monitor this stuff. And I think it's going to get worse before it gets any better. And that's why I think a lot of the public, is still going to gravitate towards Nintendo if they take a more regressive approach. And of course, there's always going to be the Tommy Tallaricos, other companies popping out there saying, family friendly, yada, 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 in order to make a buck. But it looks like our choices are going to get smaller. They're not going to be bigger, because at the end of the day, these companies, their mission is to make the most amount of money possible. And to make the most amount of money, they have to make you the product. You are the currency. All right, humans, I hope that gave you something to think about. Thank you for subscribing. I really do appreciate that you stop by my channel, listen to these thoughts that I have, and I hope they entertain you in some way. All right, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.